Okay, so before this video starts, I just want to say there will be some triggering topics, and viewer discretion is heavily advised. If you want to skip those topics, I will put timestamps within the video, and you can just skip this timestamps shown. Okay? Okay. Thank you, and enjoy. So, I'm pretty sure a lot of you may be wondering why I made the community post that's being shown right now. Well, because a lot of shit happened, and personally, it's kind of fucking with me mentally. And even though it's been some time after the situation, it's still kind of messing with me. So I guess I can just talk about the situation and how I'm feeling about it and what I'm gonna do now. Okay, so basically, for the sake of this video, I will be refraining from mentioning those that were involved in it. However, there is one person that I am going to give an honorable mention to at the end, so stay tuned for that. Or don't. That's fine too. But basically, it started within also, quick thing, I will be promoting a VR chat Star Wars group that I am a part of. You should join it if you have VR chat and you like to fight. Okay? Okay. So basically, the whole situation started because of a former friend of mine who I'm going to call Kay for the duration of this whole video. So Kay ended up being kicked out of said Star Wars group for what I'm hoping was a bit of misunderstanding because he wanted to basically do a host of training. Sorry. And basically, he didn't like talk to any of the higher ups. That he didn't talk to the current leader about it. However, the past leader, who is also a former friend of mine, who I'm gonna call B for the duration of this video. So B and K were talking and basically saying like, "Hey, ain't the leader or did this, that, and the other. We're playing favorites, yada yada yada." And also saying that they were a pervert, which that's not true, like at all. I've hung around him for about ever since like we were in another battalion group called the 212, and later on moved on to what is now called the 91st Reconnaissance Corps. So I guess I can somewhat explain to it what it's about. So the 91st Reconnaissance Corps is a Star Wars group that I am a part of, and basically pretty much it's a lot of training, some lore events, and also we haven't had a war event, but that's not to say that that probably won't happen. It might, you never know. So if you like fighting people and you like killing people and you have VR chat and also you're, I think the age to join is like 14. I'll have to relook at that. But anyways, back to the situation. So I ended up inviting another friend of mine who I'm gonna call M. So M was unknowingly, I didn't know this at the time, on a call with the commander er, in question, who I'm just gonna call F for the duration of this video. So F and M were on a call, and yeah, a lot of things got heated in that instance, and I was hoping that things would blow over. And boy, was I wrong, because this was, I like to call, the calm before the earthquake. So, sometime later, I'm in a recruitment run, and I'm just guarding the door, minding my own business. No one was really there, so I was kind of just talking to the other members that were there. B requested to join me. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna see what they want. And so I let them join. I also go ahead and ask F, like, hey, can I go talk to B for a minute? He's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And I don't care. Tells the guy running the security door to let me out. I go, dude lets me out. I'm given permission by F to talk to B because nothing was really happening other than getting like, excuse me, like 2, 3 recruits, and that was about it. Everything else was just pretty chill. Beast, he ends up seeing that I was basically doing recruitment. He's like, oh no, it's fine. I can just request off you later, and we can talk there. And I'm like, dude, uh, he said I could talk to you. And even F says, yeah, dude, I gave her permission to talk to you. We're not really doing anything, and go ahead. And then B says, is every time that I want to pull someone when it's always a fucking issue. And to me, that was honestly kind of rude. Well, not even kind of, it was basically pretty rude for her to say in front of F and me. And in my head, I was like, well, damn, ouch, okay. And then B left, and now you go ahead and talk to F. If and him and I were just talking about how B acted, and he also said, hey, when you go talk to B, do you want to be on a call? I'm like, yeah, sure, that'd be nice. You know, just for like company and whatnot, because outside of the battalion, we are friends. So, this is where the earthquake happens. Oh my god. So, what happened was, I joined B, K's also there, and they say, hey, either you leave the 91st and drop F, or you stay in the 91st and we leave. And a bit of a disclaimer, I do not do well when I'm put under pressure and given a choice that I can't like I was basically forced to choose between being close friends, and I do not like that type of pressure, like at all. I do not do well at all under that sort of pressure to pick, because they were basically like picking sides and whatnot. And so I was just confused, like, wait, what? And then B and K ended up talking to me for a minute, and basically they kept on saying like, we're not trying to make you pick. And I'm like, and now looking back, I'm like, motherfucker, you basically made me pick between two of my friends. And basically after that, I was just crying. Like, I started crying while Kay was talking to me because B had to go do something. And I was just like just emotionally unstable and on the verge of just having a meltdown. And so, I am forever grateful that Kay, he said like, hey, I'm here, and started a Discord call with me. And I was just crying on call. And then he tells me, look, okay, invite me to wherever you are. And so I do that, and basically, I had a full on mental breakdown in front of someone that I was hoping I never had to do that in front of. And I am, again, forever grateful for this bastard for just being there for me. And also, he did tell one other person, who I'm going to call A, about the situation. And I believe currently A is getting information about on K and whatnot. And basically, the next day, I was in a VC with M, and some other people, and F. And basically, what happened was B texting me saying like, "Hey, you gotta pick," and I just flat out told her I'm not picking sides because I don't want to have to choose who my friends are. I don't want to have to choose who's because someone's telling me to choose. I want to choose because of what I believe that I should do. Excuse me. And then B was honestly pretty fucking rude to me. Me saying that I have to pick and I'm not, and I can't just pick neither. And so I just choose not to pick at all. I chose to just go with what I thought was right. And what I thought was right in that moment was don't pick a side because it's not worth it. And then later that day, B sent me a voice recording basically saying what if K was lying to me and tried to apologize to me, but honestly, at that point, the damage had already been done. I had almost a lot lost some of my friends. And I had a mental breakdown in front of someone who I was hoping to never get that way in front of. The damage had already been done. And then B finally came to the conclusion that K had lied. And aside from a lot of apologies and whatnot, while I am on good terms with not K, B, while I may be on somewhat good terms, I honestly, well, yes, I'm still gonna be friends with B because in the end, while you may have been fooled, your actions speak louder than your words. And I do believe in karma, so there's that. And B finally explained to me why she wanted me to pick her so fucking badly. Because for context, we had broken up some time ago, and I was honestly doing pretty alright. And if anything sounded honestly, I'm just gonna refrain from saying it because I don't know if they're watching, but sounded, actually, no, fuck it. Sounded fucking obsessed. To a point where I'm like, okay, you have issues. Like, seriously. Like, I didn't tell her that directly, but I just thought that because with me, I am not a confrontational person. I try to avoid that at all costs. I avoid it like the fucking plague. And honestly, I just, in that moment, trust was gone. And I personally just didn't want to have to deal with this drama anymore. And I just didn't know how to feel about anything anymore for a short while. But like I said, I am forever grateful that my girlfriend was there for me and F was there for me as well. And honestly, I couldn't ask for a better friend than F. With this one femboy I met, who I'm gonna call C, and another friend who I'm gonna call O. I could never thank them enough for all they've done for me throughout this whole situation. Just being there for me was honestly just I'm I've never been happier to call them my friends. And also, as for K, fucking dead to me. And I personally just hope that they get their just desserts. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been dealing with for the past couple days. And I'm still recovering from it. But I think after I'm done recovering from it, I will probably make a video of going through like the recovery process and whatnot. But until then, I'm still healing from it. Because, as I said in the beginning and in the community post, getting hurt severely and forced to pick sides by someone that you once cared for and you once called your lover, not a good feeling. at all. And it's worse when they end up in your eyes sounding kind of obsessed with you. So, in the end, I'm not mad at anyone, more so just disappointed in some people for believing lies. And overall, I'm just glad that for the most part the situation is kind of blown over. And yeah, that's basically what I've been dealing with for the past couple days and what I'm still recovering from. Now, as for channel updates, I'm not the re that's basically the reason why I'm choosing not to make a video for June or for Pride Month or July, because I kind of just want to use June and July as just recovery for my own mental state, because during that whole situation after talking with K and B, I was just emotionally exhausted from it all. Like, I was just emotionally just drained from everything that happened, and I've just been refraining from talking to B for my own good. Like, I wasn't refraining for any other reason other than for my own mental state, because it's still slightly fucked from from both being with them and from this current situation. So I hope you all understand, and that aren't gonna be too upset at me for not posting in July. I will make a 4th of July community post though, as just something. But other than that, in August I will try to make a little something something. But with all that out of the way, I do hope that you all enjoyed the video, and if you surprisingly managed to watch all the way to the end, as for my friend F, he does have a Twitch that I will link in the description if you want to go and support him, though him on my behalf, or because I told you to. I mean, hey, either one works. And also, yeah, if you ever want to talk to me on Discord, I'll link my Discord in the description. And if you want to find me on VR chat, I will also link that in the description as well, and as well as my Discord server. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video was pretty informative on what's been going on. If not, then try to just piece everything together to the best of your ability, because I don't want to have to remake this. But other than that, I will see you all next time. Peace out.